I'm trying to find this one. I found it. Okay, we're here. How's it going, everyone? Happy Friday. I hope everyone's had a phenomenal week. It has been a long week for myself. What? You don't like me talking to me? Okay. He's being silly. So it's been a long week, but I have been feeling good. You know, I had the second stream of the week. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to play some games. Yesterday was very cool. I got to watch a lot of the Pro Tour at work today, allegedly, during some downtime. So I had a great time doing that. So I'm very, very relaxed in a good spot. Going to see if I can't. I set up a few new. I need to trim this so bad. Oh my god, I should have shaved before I got on. We're building it up for the Techlo stream. Yeah, so we're just gonna play some games. Thanks for stopping by. If you're here, we're just gonna have a good time. All right, we are going to do the Memphis list that I ran. I know it's not the most up-to-date. I've seen a lot of people in Yokohama running different cards, so we are just going to have a fun time with this. See if I can't redeem that one game I had against the Dorinthia 2 nights ago, where it was crazy, y'all. But it was fun. It was a fun crazy. I like a fun crazy more than a crazy crazy. Oh, gosh. Gravy bones. Well, we don't want you to get any setup, and I would like to mark you ASAP. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. Hold on. If we're going to be playing against a Gravy Bones, we have to queue up Sea Shanty 2. Add to queue. There we go. All right, here we go. This hand is intriguing. Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun. So we are going to do Savor Bloodshed into a Dagger Swing, threatening a mark on hit. I wish I had a blue this hand. That would have been so much fun. We are then assuming that they are going to full block. We are going to flick the other one. Wait for the mark to apply, push it up to 9, draw a card, get the T-Tox for my arsenal. We are happy with that. Yes, close the combat chain. We got them down 5 life, got one of their Call to the Graves, and their Avasti. Not who I want to see. We also got the Pilfer to the Tomb in my hand at the moment. Are you just setting up a Loan Shark? No, you're gonna discard Oystein. I am going to save the Pilfer. Okay, so this is a... I wish this blocked. Block 8. Don't really need to be too afraid of anything else. Choose Orb Weaver, which means I will probably be discarding the Codex of Frailty to the Orb Weaver trigger, which is fine. Okay, you're drawing a card. Tipping the Barkeep, playing out Oystein, swinging Oystein. Okay, this sucks because we've created the gold, so it's gonna get gold no matter what. Take 3. Now, I don't see a valid reason to keep the Pilfer the Tomb. Maybe I use it to pitch to kill the... Well, you kill the Oystein, they get a gold, which is a pain in the butt. So I think what we're just going to do, Orb Weaver Spinneret, discarding that, come in for 4. If they block, we T-Tox, and then Arsenal the Pilfer. And I lined up the Codex in the graveyard. Perfect for them. Okay, are they going to flip the Codex over? No, they're choosing the Clave. That's fine. So we'll go up to 7. And they're going to block 6. 6 on 7. Who are they discarding? Scuba. Well, I'm probably just going to flip the Scuba upside down. Yeah, close the combat chain. I'm assuming they kept a blue in hand. Arsenal that. Huh. Okay, what do I want to do here? So looking at this hand, it looks like I can do Hunter's Clave, flicking the graphene into recreating the graphene. Okay, so you're just going to send that in for 3. That's fine. I'm still ahead in life. Doesn't really feel like it. Let's see what you do. Flick the Graphing Calicera. Fantastic. We've got 1 floating here. Go Orb Weaver Spinneret. Sending in the Chelicera for 4. Okay, we are going to do Scar Tissue to push up to 7. Then we are going to flip your thing to open up that Arsenal slot. Very cool. Leaving you up with no allies in the bin. This will mark... Hey, Mitch! How's it going, buddy? Okay, so we got a good amount of damage in. They still have Eulenstein up, and that goes to Arsenal. This hand says dagger attacks deal massive amount of damage. This could also just be the turn where I get wrecked. Dash is real? Are you talking about in Sage? Or in CC? Because I know she's real in both. Yeah, and you got a chum out there now. Easy way to clean up the chum, though. 4... Yeah, 4 kind of sucks. But I can always go face into chum for 6 using the stains. So let's go ahead and activate Tunic. Okay, so no chum activation. Do I ignore chum and just try and threaten hella damage? Well, let's start by presenting the Graphing Calicera for 1. Alright, activate chum if you've got it. Is chum an instant? Chum is an instant, so I did give them the opportunity. Come on, game. Come on. You've got this. So we're going to go this for 8. Okay, so you're going to block 6. No, you're just going to block 4 because had you had the ally, you would have discarded it to activate. Yep. Okay, then we're going to do Meet Madness to face. Now, the only issue with the Codex is I'm going to get a Dagger Pump, and I don't have a way to swing the Hunter's Clave. But I am going to flick the Calicera to get that extra point of value here. Okay, so we're going to do flick the Calicera, deal 1. Oh, wait. I need to reorder that differently. We have to play this first, then we have to flick the Calicera, because otherwise I'd have to pay the 1 for the go again. Okay. Okay, we got that off. No. We're going to then Inertia, and it's a Kiss of Death. Dude, that's awesome. Let's go Eugene. This is now coming in for 3 threatening 5 on hit. So let's see what they do. Block 3. That's what I assumed. Okay, so we got decent, pretty good actually. I think it might. Okay, so that's coming in for 6. What is my turn here looking like? Savor Bloodshed, Orb Weaver Spinneret, equip, dagger, throw, keep this in arsenal, send mark. No way to double mark. Hopefully we get a blue off the top. Keep this because I need it for the pitch. Okay, so I'm taking 6. And then worst case scenario, they play out. Yeah, so we'll go any Rion. Yeah, I did see that Eugene's undefeated. That's crazy. Okay, then we are just going to go Savor Bloodshed. So now the dagger is big enough to kill Chum if necessary. This will go up to 9. So they either block with 9 or it gets... Go again on the hit, and then mark the Black Widow for that extra 3 damage. Unless, of course, I draw the blue, which in that case we do up sticks and run into dagger, into possibly saving the mark of the Black Widow, but you're just going to block 9 here. I can't kill Chum here. Not much reason to do much else. I think we say... Let's threaten. It's worth it to get his entire hand empty. Because I still have this in the arsenal, so when I pick up a blue, it's not the end of the world. So if he declares no blocks, we flick the Hunter's Clave, make him banish the card in hand. But he's going to block, deal 1 damage over the top. He's out of pitch, which means his most likely attack is just coming in for 4 instead of 6, which we're content with. I still have this in the arsenal, which is always going to be good, especially if I need a Chum clear. Activate Swing Chum for 4. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to declare attack on face with the Hunter's Clave. Make him activate Chum here in a strange position if he wants to. That's fine. We are then going to do cut from the same cloth. Chum activation. No, because he doesn't have it in his hand. So then we will do up sticks and run against my better judgment here. And then we are going to clave face. Because now I am going to have to flick it unless he blocks 9, which he's going to. And then we go, hey, here's 10. Yep, he's going to eat the flick because of course he is. I forgot that Sawbones was there. Yes, yes. Here's some good old classic Minecraft music for you. Arsenal that, and we will go ahead and take the 4 here from Chum. We will just send the Mark of the Black Widow into Chum, Tunic Tick resource. Yep. I mean, I'm attacking Chum. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it gets an ally into the graveyard. Give it 3 and go again. Yep. And then, so now your Chum survives at 1. So then we just, I forgot that you can do that. So I don't want to do Meat Madness. That feels bad. So we're just going to dagger your Chum for 1. It's been a minute. Okay, so we killed Chum. Mission accomplished. Took a second, and it put me on the back foot. Okay, so you're going for the big turn here. Oh, you're raw casting Chowder from hand. Swinging Chowder for 3. Okay, not the big turn. Okay, so then what do we have here? We have 3 into more. So I think we use that to clear up Sawbones. Sawbones has been slain. Then we go face with Meat Madness. I wish Chowder had less health. No problem. Okay, so you are going for equipment block here. So then we are just going to pitch that to give it 3 and go again. Come on, baby, hit a card from the hand. Damn, Arsenal. That's fine. We will clean up Chum. Misplays galore. Heal that health. Ugh, jittery bones. Okay, so that's and 2 into 6. Well, I don't really have much of a turn. Are you gonna? Which 6 are you gonna send at me? The one that heals. And it gets go again. Oof. And on hit, draw a card. Get a gold. So we're just going to go 3 into 6. Okay, and you are gold baiting your Oyston. So we are going to just block 3 here. Blow up the hook. Kill Oyston. Should have probably just arsenaled that. It's fine. We have lost this game. Oh wait, we already heard this song. Ironically, it does show up a second time. Okay. Well, you know, who needs retrieval of... Oh, shit. Okay. Well, we know which one of these we can't let hit. So... we're just going to go block 6. You got a pump? Am I really just about to do pick up the point into Sawbones? You son of a gun! Do I want to retrieve the dagger here? No, without a doubt. Because I still... Your Sawbones is tapped till next turn. So then we'll do pick up the point into Rigor Mortis to just make sure you don't have a 6 on the board. It does what I need it to do. I want to retrieve the dagger. I think that's it, right? I'm not getting it back unless I see one of my pick up the points, which up sticks and runs, I mean. Because I just saw both pick up the points, so there's 2 up sticks and runs. Oh, there it is. Okay. Destroy the top card of a hero's deck. If it's yellow, create a gold. It is not yellow. It was a Fate Foreseen, though. That's a cool card. Draw a card, then discard a card. If a yellow... Okay, so you just did not have a yellow in your hand this turn. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a turn back, and quite the turn it is. Yes, please. I will pitch under the trapdoor to equip that. This can go face, but honestly, I think it has to go Sawby. Just get that out of here. Yeah. letting you have a 6 on board is just not good. We will pitch that. I would rather have the stains in the arsenal than the shred, so that's fine. Okay, we are not flicking the other knife, and we are not pumping this up by 1. I feel like 1 value here is less value than a go again on a possible another turn, but this hand just said very sad. And you just got your chum. Okay, so you got your chum. I'm looking at 4 damage currently. Double chum. Ugh. 2 chums on their way. Okay. Okay, so first chum comes out. Is there any reason to block this? We got 3. I don't think I block this one. No, I think I can do Inertia Trap, which would let me do pitch the Codex of Frailty, dagger that, kill chum. Yeah, so we're gonna pitch 2 reactions. We're gonna move to Inertia Trap. We're gonna take 1 damage. We're gonna go into chum. I know you have a second chum, so Tunic Tick would have been nice, because then I could do a little bit more shenanigans. I'm not flicking the knife because I don't want to go down to 0 knives at the moment. That would be a feels bad moment. Activate the chum there, discarding a whaler. So then we go graphene. Push it up, kill chum. Wait, what? Why is chum still alive? Because the on-hit effect doesn't affect chum. Come on, come on, come on. Am I really about to waste this Codex of Inertia just to kill chum? I am. I do not know, Mitch. I'm assuming if you buy the Nats event ticket, they will have the promo for you whenever you want at the event hall. Oh gosh. 7. Block 3. Savor. Flick. Probably fine. This is risky, but I don't know if there's another play line in my hand at the moment. The other issue is due to the nature of the way that this is going to work, we needed to actually not draw a card. So actually what I need you to do, nope, it doesn't matter. You might be able to just tell a friend, if like someone who you know who's going, hey, I would like to get my promo if that's okay. Can you pick it up for me? Yeah, so I have to do it this way. I've locked myself into this. So I'm hoping for a blue off of the top. And I'm hoping that you block not 6. If you block 6, that's fine. That's 2 cards from your hand. Of course, you could also just have absolutely... So this is risky because now I am going down to only 1 retrieve left in the deck. And you are okay. So you get marked. You did blood in the water. That full blocks it. That's fine. You will get your sawbones next turn, which is not fine. And my hand says very sad things. You plank out your chum. Do I have a good way to kill chum? I mean, yes. Now, the question is, what do I want to block here? I think the answer is to block with the Knight's Embrace, banishing the pain in the backside, daggering chum using T-Talk. So we could also just do Mark of the Black Widow, discarding the Knight's Embrace, because that goes 3 go again after. Yeah, so I think that's what we do here. So we'll take the 1. You can have your gold. And then you have no pitch, so I'm okay with that. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So then we're gonna do Orb Weaver, discarding Knight's Embrace, daggering Chum, friendly first mate, coming in for X go again. This is 4 go again, so the other dagger will not be able to... Wait, why is it... Because shouldn't the rules state that that should get go again, or am I wrong about that? If I'm wrong about that, that's very frustrating, because I thought that with the rules change, I'm attacking when this attacks a marked hero. Okay. So I am killing the Chum. But then that's apparently ending my turn, which I thought was not how that worked. That's frustrating. You are the attacking hero. You are not attacking the enemy. It's you are the attacking hero, not that you controlled. Okay, I see where I misread. So that's the reason I just threw this game. I did not know that the ally rule change worked in that way. Which stinks, because that's going to mean I need to go... I can block 6 here. Send that into that. Less than perfect. Okay, so we're learning. Wrong, apparently, but we are learning. Okay, so pass back to my opponent. Pass back to him. Sorry, I'm checking something over here. Let's kill the Sawbones with the pain in the backside, unless you have a way to double negate it again. At least that has go again. Come in with a Codex of Frailty, choosing a Leave No Witnesses, coming in with a Leave No Witnesses for 4, and then I will also flick the Graphing Calycera at you to deal 1 damage, and you have the Sink Below. D reacts to the Arsenal. Okay, here we go. And we got cut from the same cloth. 4, 5, 6, 7 because of the frailty. And we've got a Rigor Mortis coming our way, and a Prismatic Ley Lines, followed by a blue attack. So I think what we do here is we know the Rigor is coming in for quite a lot. So we're just going to do activate this, getting an Inertia Trap. We're going to say, hey, yeah, that kind of sucks. But here's an Inertia Trap. Take your Inertia token. Go down to 1 life. When attacking a marked hero, this gets... Damn. Okay. So we go 4, 5, 6, 7. So we do just full block this. 5. Do I undo block, actually? Unfortunately, I am giving up the Flick Knives to kill Rigor Mortis here. That can stay on top. That's fine. And then we are just going to stab Rigor right there. Because now you've still got Whaler, but the cost curve on Whaler is huge. And I've seen... Okay, you've only got 9 cards left in... I've only got 4 cards left in deck. I should have really been taking attention to my deck size. If I somehow was able to keep a full hand here, there is a chance that he's run out of threat density. Obviously, Whaler will always be a threat, and that is a 2 for 4. discard a card or destroy the top card of your deck. If you do, it gets go again. We do not see you discarding a card, so we will block 5. Okay, here we go. Up sticks and run. Yes. Equip the dagger. Cut from the same cloth. Come in for a hecton. So you have a blue and 2 prismatics, which means that is a spooky hand. And you've got the D-Reacts out the wazoo. So you got 1, and you will take the rest. Yes, I don't have any pitch to send the Calicera. I rolled a redback. And so any way that I can survive this attack for 4, block 4, obviously. No, like hand only blocks 4 in increments of 4. And then you will just send in the Jittery Bones, I think, for 2, because Prismatic only affects the first. Yes. Oh, yeah, you got Swabby. What am I talking about? Oh, that hurts. Okay, good game. Good game. I was going to be decked out irrelevant. Regardless. So it is Jose, good game. And if this is the Jose, this might be my local Jose. I don't know. Oof. Okay, so we did end up losing our first game, which is fine. You know, we're working on it. We are working on it. We're going to get better, and we're going to learn more. I am sad that the dagger does not affect the my game plan how I thought, so that is still an awful matchup for me. All right, moving on to the next round. Dayton, be quiet. I've got you on your shirt over there. That is... How's it going, Dayton? Okay, maybe I'll have my revenge. What is this person's name? Dorinthia. And we learned from last time, we want the black tech, most likely. So let's see what you've got for your opening hand. I've got a block 7. All right, time for my revenge. Oh, God, that's about to be a big swing. I think we go 6 into 10 if necessary. Keep the inertia. Next time, man. Next time, man. Hey, if you want, we can run a game right after this, man. This hand says I should not have kept it. So instead what we'll do is we will dagger you for 1. Blunton does suck. Discard the Stains of the Red back. Pivot on my back foot. Dayton is a dirty stream sniper, Mitch. I agree. Also, I'm realizing... Okay, that's fair. So we are going to move to the end, arsenal that, and hey, you know, I had it in the opening hand. And then we are going to say block 3 on what is clearly a pump. Interesting. Okay, so no go again. Are you going to break refraction? You are not. You're just going in for the damage in the setup. Okay, so in that case, I probably shouldn't have blocked at all. So what I'll do here... Interesting. Interesting. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to discard the Leave No Witnesses to set up for a insane codex turn. Dear Dayton, were you not subbed on Twitch? Wait, did you give me a subscription or are you following me? Wait a second. You might have been my first subscriber ever on Twitch. Thank you for that. If that's true, and if that is Dayton. Okay, and we got... Oh, buddy. Oh, this is about to be for 8. I appreciate the subscription, man. That is awesome. You are my first subscriber ever on Twitch, so feel proud about yourself. Thank you for that. I realize now I didn't have any of the alerts set up for it, though. Yeah, there's nothing else I can do on this turn. Put that in the arsenal. Unsheathed, which means that the attack gets +3. That is interesting. Love you too, man. Okay, so how do I want to handle this? This hand is begging for me to become Tarantula. But you're not marked. I realize that now, so... Nope. That's not even block. Let's just take the 6. Jose, it was you! I thought it was. Good game. Man, I realize I've been lying to you because apparently I don't know how to read the dang rules change. Calicera does not get go again when attacking an ally if your opponent is marked. This is coming in for 3. I think we just say, hey, here's 3 block. We get red back, which isn't the best. Here's 3 block that doesn't trigger reprise, which is really what I'm trying to get around here. And that kind of makes my thing pointless. So you're going to get the mark. I mean the token. Ooh. Okay, so that was a little bit more damage than I wanted. But I don't think it's the end-all be-all, so... Yeah, so when I attacked your Sawbones that one turn, I was so positive that I was going to be able to get go again. But I did not. So truly, truly a tragedy of my own making. You no longer have an arsenal. Damn it. Inertia, leave no witnesses is always fun. You don't have an arsenal. Do I just go ham then? I think we are just going to try and mark you here. You know, Mario could have been so good. You know, he's just not good enough. Coming from 5. You will lose the mark. So actually, I think because I am already, we're just going to let you lose that mark, and we're going to try and banish the top card of your deck. Most of the deck I play is not fun for the other person, though, Dayton. Also, please let me know if the music is too loud or if my mic is too quiet. I need to just go back and rewatch and just, like, tweak things and modify. Oh, shoot! No, let me go back. Hold on. That was too many space bars. And that is why I don't play the one mode which doesn't let you take things back. This hand says cry and cry a lot. Yeah, that's true. I am evil and I do hate fun. If this hits and it gets dominate, you know, 8 dominate is not nearly as bad as that one last time. Also, I haven't seen a single one of my codec frailties. Okay, music could be higher. Okay, let me... Okay, I'm putting it back down. I think we just say no blocks on this, just in case you have the go again reprise that draws you a card, because that can always mess up my idea. Okay, so it doesn't look like you do, which means that the +1 counter stays. Oh, no, you have go again because it is on hit go again. Well, I mean, we already decided to go no blocking, and I have no way to prevent the on hit count on the counter, so we are just gonna say okay. Trying to put the blame on me, I see, Dayton. Damn. All right, we're just gonna crack this to try and get a better card, and we got a good card. We are going to go ahead and just do the face up dagger you for 1. Blunton sucks. Actually, it doesn't suck too bad. It gets what I need out of my hand. God, that card. I can't believe you do this to me, man. Tisk, tisk, tisk. And then we are going to come in for 5. It's only ever 5. We are going to risk going down to just that. And we are also going to give it that. And then Codex of Frailty, because even though the Kiss of Death in hand is nice, having you frail is better. And this at least requires 2 cards from hand to keep your arsenal. Or, if you want to be risky like I am, give me your grains. I'm taking the grains. And a Blade Flurry. Okay. And then we go to pass. We go here. We put that there. And Sadness. No blocks on 7. It doesn't kill me. There's the go again. And +2. So this is going to be yeah, this is bad. This is not looking good for me, ladies and gentlemen. This is not looking good for me. Can I kill you from 17? It really depends on what's on top of my deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I could also, because it's essentially the same value, discard the Stains of the Redback to equip the Calicera, which allows me the Flick trigger. It is not impossible. It is unlikely. We'll see. This person's probably like, what the hell? He's letting me get a 3rd counter. Okay, so discard the Stains of the Redback. You are marked. Play out the Savor Bloodshed. Start with the Calicera for 8. On hit, draw a card. Fantastic. Refuse the Tarantula Toxin trigger. Mark of the Black Widow is the card we get. Pain in the Backside. 3 threatening 4. Okay. Now here's the weird thing. Okay, you ready for this? Here's the weird thing. Codex of Inertia. Discarding a Mark of the Black Widow. We did whiff. Mind you. But, if he declares no blocks on this Calicera, we win. Come in for 1. Also, he would need to declare 2 blocks. Push it up and flick the other. Ah, he had the sink! He had the sink! Hey! Oh, no. Well, 3, 6, 7, 8 is the block here. Well, it doesn't have to be 8. We can just do 4 into 3, 6 into... Let's do 4 into 3. Begging that they don't have a pump. They always have the pump. I should have full blocked that out. Okay, good game. Ooh, we are not doing good today, y'all. This has been a brutal marionette day for me. We are gonna keep playing though, and hopefully we can get a win. Oh gosh. Well, if you are joining me here for the first time, my name is sthavock. I am a Flesh and Blood YouTuber. Specifically, I talk about the lore, so if you're interested in that, ask questions. If you want to hear about the lore, specifically just the stories that they put out every set, I'm currently all the way caught up to Dynasty. We are literally moving into Uprising in 2 weeks, I believe. So please give me a check it out. I've been having a great time with that. I've got a lot of the stories all up online. All right, Dayton, let's see if you can stream state that. The sink did hurt, Dirk. The sink did hurt. All right, Marlin. Do I? I do. I was prepared. Against Marlin, we are going to go... You don't block. It's not infinite. We're going to go one of these and one of these. I didn't die with the counter on the boots. I died with the boots up, though. So the counter was used, and we can go back and check this. The counter was used. I just... All right. Oh, my God! I got stream sniped, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We're going to beat my friend's butt. I mean, you can't really beat with the riches on turn 0, and then I'm assuming a major overpower. So I have 3 block on, what? Oh, no. Okay, it's just for 6. It's just for 6. Action cards. So we go block on that. Block. This, I don't want to have to do with. Wait. Let me wait. Let me rethink on that, Dayton. Sorry. There was. I can't let him create the gold. Mitch, it does happen. So we are going to block like that. Keep the Savor Bloodshed. The Codex of Frailty is cursed in my opening hand. No reason for me to keep it. Losing the up sticks and run just means I can't flick more often. But I do draw the blue. So we can do Savor Bloodshed. Pain in the Backside for shenanigans. Let's see if he knows what I'm about to do with Pain in the Backside. Gesundheit, Kai. You okay? It's a sleepy dog. He is a sleepy dog. Man, we are all burdened to live with this curse. We'll say, okay, I'm happy with taking a pump. Then we are going to come in for 1. Oh no, we're coming in for 5 because yeah, you know, 5's better than 1, y'all. It could be said 5 is better than 1. But do you know what's better than 5? 8. And extra marks. Okay, what do I get? A card that is going right your way. We love to see some high rolls. Mitch bringing up the fact that he's cursed removed my curse. It removed my curse. Mitch said he was cursed, and my curse went, oh, time to jump to someone else. All right, now full block this with your gold-baited hook, which will let you remain marked. Ooh. Bye, Clave. Wait, turn it. Oh, no, that's not the block one. That's the activate one. Okay, okay. We are. Woohoo! What's cursed? What's the curse? Okay, so you are going to gold the tip. There's a yellow arrow. Okay, so it's just buffing up the arrow. Then you are going... Okay, I don't have to worry about that. Curse of Codex. Codex in opening turn. Yes, that happens to me so much. This is weird. So what I'm going to do is I wish that the tunic tick was up. We are going to do Orb Weaver Spinneret into the Graphene Calicera. Okay, so that's going to deal 2 damage. And then we can do up sticks and run into... We can just send the Hunter's Glaive for 1 threatening 2, bumping it by 3 with a pick up the point to keep you marked. Flick the Graphene Calicera to deal 2, and arsenal the up sticks and run, which I think is exactly what I want to do here. And then now we have the mask for if I need to become 3. I do. But you're not going to attack me this turn, are you? Because you don't have a way. Okay, so we are sitting here with an up sticks and run, a Codex of Frailty, a Mark of the Black Widow, while my opponent is marked. So what we are going to do is start with the Mark of the Black Widow, give it the Stains of the Red back. Here we go. Pivoting to attack action style. I feel like I'm bullying him. Why am I so bully to him? And then I can equip... Oh! Oh, this turn is nasty. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, so now it is 7. It's going to hit. You are going to lose the mark. I'm going to use the tunic and the up sticks and run to retrieve the dagger, to present this for 7. Flick the clave to push it up to 8 and give it go again. Go Codex of Frailty. Grab the Leave No Witnesses and present the Leave No Witnesses. I feel bad, but this smile is not hiding how I'm feeling right now. Look away. If you are a small child, look away. We are then going to go dagger for 1. Let it hit. Jose, I hope you're happy with the high roll I am showing you. I don't want to use the scar tissue here, though. That's the insane part. But we're going to, because I need to mark you for the sake of what's next. Break the chain, savor bloodshed, come in for 9, on hit, draw a card. Oh, God. No blocks. Okay, what am I getting? Scar tissue. That's okay. Meet Madness for 3, threatening death. Call an ambulance, but not for me. We could be so risky and flick the Hunter's Clave here just on the 1 in 3 chance we rip a card out of his hand. I'm not going to do that. And let's see if... Okay. I put a reaction in my arsenal, so I'm okay with that. Whoa! So we got 8 block in my hand, followed by that. Okay, yeah, so... Discarding that. Gold bait and hook. Here's the funny thing. I don't think I do... if I do that, that gives me a chance. And then this gives me a good pitch and more leeway. So let's just see who I become. Redback, that's fine. We will block with a Fate Foreseen. We will submit that. Oh, I wish I could draw a card. Now, my daggers do come in for 0. If Tunic was up, I would Redback Shroud here, easily. But Tunic is not up. Oh wait, that would have killed him. Huh. Hey, here's a dagger for 0. Dagger for 6. Yeah, I had him dead to rights. I didn't have a blue. I didn't have a blue that turn. I don't think. Yeah, I just had the full red hand. So I could have drawn a guard, but there was not a... You know, Dayton, that's probably on me. I feel like my internet has been really bad lately. Specifically when playing Talishar. I don't know why. But I appreciate the game, and I am so sorry. Oh my gosh. 16 damage a turn. Insane. Insane. Okay. I do apologize about that, Dayton. And the internet being laggy, if that was, in fact, my fault. Moving right along. While we go ahead and find the next game, I'm going to say the spiel. Oh. I'm going to say the spiel one more time. If you don't know who I am sthavock. I am a lore YouTuber from Flesh and Blood. If you are interested in lore, check out my channel. I do all of the stories, reading them out loud, narrating them, adding audio backing on YouTube for free. So give me a shout, give me a check if you want. Also, while you're here, please like and subscribe and like the stream. I'm excited to watch the Pro Tour tonight. I really hope that we see Eugene on stream. It's crazy though. I was thinking about this. This has nothing to do with like fear-mongering about the life of the game or anything, but like the fact that there were more people in Memphis than there are in Yokohama just is like, I get that Yokohama's a harder playing field because I feel like more people go there expecting more of a challenge than you would at a calling, but I don't know if y'all remember the list of people I played against in my calling. I've seen those people show up in, like, you know, all of the discussions this week, which is insane. But there's like 40 more people in Memphis than there are in Yokohama, I think. Oh no, I don't have a Katsu matchup. Good luck. Have fun. Katsu does shenanigans. We want to put -1s. We want to have those. Go again. No need for remembrances. No need for spreading plagues. Yes for the to the points. Yes for the deck disruption. Yes, yes. Yes for the retrieve effects. And then yes for the inertias. Wait. Why is this deck list? This is the wrong deck list. Where's my Schism of Chaos? Damn it, damn it, damn it. And then Whittle from Bone, just for fun. Okay. Well, and does it block a lot? So block, block. Let's just say I'm going to have to fully block out with this hand. I think the plan is to use the 2 cheap blocks. Okay, you're playing out the Shrunken from hand, and you're ending. Oh, okay. Can I see what's in your hand, if you don't mind? We got... Okay, so the only issue is... Yeah, Infiltrate's interesting. My only current issue is just a lack of... So we're just going to go ham and just go for 9. Infiltrate is just so game-specific that I like to have... Now, I say that specifically teching in certain cards for individual matchups, but it's not a one of, so you need to play more than one, and the deck already doesn't want to be stealth focused. It wants to be dagger focused, so adding the Infiltrate is just a pain. I'll tell you what, Jose, I will make sure I fix the deck list once we're done. Oh, son of a... Okay, so good news. My inertia trap is now online. All right, Dayton. I'll catch on you later. Thanks for playing with me, by the way. Thanks for the game. There's no reason... Well, I'm definitely blocking with Mask and choosing 3. No, this is Kingdom Hearts. So I think we're just going to block with Mask here for now and choose that. Pass to you. You're going to break Mask here as well? Oh, okay. You're Katsuing. Yeah, okay. A little early to be doing bonds. Oh, you are... Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so we just have to be ready for Dishonor and block the heck out of that. +1 from the Shrunken. +2 for the Shuriken. We are taking a lot of damage this turn. And the worst part is... Neither do I. Neither do I. But unfortunately, he won't be able to attack with that, I don't think. Because it would have to be Bonds that was the last attack. No, it doesn't have to be Bonds. Bonds just gives it +2. So we are looking at a reasonable 6. Possibly more. So you don't have any pitch, so we need to be prepared for that. If that's the case, then I think the block is 3 here, Is there any shenanigans I'm missing? This gives it +1. This is an action, so it's already too late to activate that. You can't activate that, so I think I'm safe to block for the 3 from Arsenal. Wait till he chooses to do a reaction. Oh god, the lag. Okay, so now we are full blocking the 6. The inertia doesn't do anything, which is sad. We are going to activate Spinneret, discarding that. I survived the Bond's Mask turn. I wish I had more disruption. Let's make sure we're on equal footing here. Now, the issue is there can always be another dishonor turn. We are looking at a total of 4 go again. We say no blocks to the initial, and then we put the frailty trap, so that way your Kodachis become not good. I love seeing a Codex of Frailty, Codex of Inertia turn. It makes me feel so good about this deck sometimes. Okay, so don't have any good targets for the Frailty. So we are going, and then, yep, you're going to activate Katsu. I forgot that's... Oh, I'm about to be whelmed. I think we block 1 here. This is gonna suck. Okay, so that's just 3 no-go again. Okay, so there's a chance. There's a chance. Because it doesn't have combo, so it doesn't activate Breeze Ride Roots. Maybe. I have a plan. It's not a good plan. It's a... No, because then I have to discard. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. That's definitely what I should have done. But he's not blocking, so let's hope it stays that way. I think we do double react here. No. I need to be presenting more damage. So this comes in for 2 go again. You were right, Jose. That's definitely what I should have done here. So let's push this up. And then I need to... Yeah, yep. And then I jump the gun there on the trigger. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Actually, I'm happy. This is disruption now. Come on, baby. Give me something I can use. That is not something I can use. That's one I need to add on here. Alright, and he arsenaled a Dishonor, which, let me just tell you, that sucks. I'm doing some shifting around here, so I'm sorry if my audio gets a little wonky in some regards. I'm trying to make it so that way when I do things like this, they actually show up instead of... Okay, so this hand says you're alive. That's what this hand says. Not for much longer, I don't think. He did discard this Dishonor. You are right. That was... I'm sorry. I thought I played Codex of Frailty, not Codex of Inertia. Yeah. Yep. You're right, Jose. Too many codices. Okay, so we take 2 damage. This is coming in for 3. We take the 3. There's nothing in my hand that doesn't present at least 4 points of damage right now, so And I need the blue to do anything on my next turn, so I think we just take some... Oh, shoot. Whelming... This is going to be 3 damage. So I'm going to Black Tech Whispers here, because it's almost certainly going to hit. Well, the other thing is, on hit, I draw a card. Because you're marked. So actually, I'm not going to Black Tech Whispers here, because that would be silly. Because I'm silly. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go both, shred, and we're going to go like this. And that's lethal without a D-react. Yeah! We got there! Okay.
Then I'm a stab it.
That's a good game to my opponent. My daggers did the stabby moves. We got there in the end. Yes. Yeah, I know. I know, man. I have no idea how that happened. I turned that around. They missed all the dishonors. They had a kill turn with me, where they could have activated the Silverwind and killed me when on the last gust wave, which is without a doubt my fault because I knew they had all 3, which means that was the kill. So I needed to have blocked with 1 card in that hand. Still, if I had done that and they had activated the Shurikens, I would have blocked with... Definitely not that. Probably... Probably Stains, honestly. Block with Stains, the turn you normally stays the same. What is the top card of my deck? Let's unsort it. It's a Codex of Frailty. Oh. So, if it's a Codex of Frailty, if they're at 3, I ignore the playing of the Codex of Frailty, choose the Hunter's Clay, flick the Kiss of Death to deal 3 damage. I could have also just flicked the Graphene to deal 2. So, it's interesting. I think I need to pay more attention because I totally don't think of ninjas playing reactions. We got there in the end. And if that game was not a reason to like and subscribe, I don't know what is. Ah, I can't wait for Holly to come out. All right, I promised I would make a change, and I'm actually kind of surprised. Where is Schism? Wait, is that because this is my... Hold on, let me check something. Funny Spider-Man meme. Is this the one with Schism in it? No, this is just the pre-Memphis list. Okay. So then we need to go to my edit list. Go take out... What did I take out for this? I took something else. This goes to the inventory, and I took out one of my Amulet of Echoes, which I actually don't like doing. I remember deciding that instead I was considering taking out the Pilgrimage Tomb because it's exactly the same with a null block. So I think we just remove that right now, and we keep this as the deck list. Now, if I run into a Gravy, I run into a Gravy, but I don't think Gravies are a big enough meta share at the moment. And I also know I can beat a Gravy without it, so it's a nice to have, not a need to have. What was the other thing I needed to do? Hold on, there was something else I needed to do. I was going to add in... No, it's after Ocilio's ban. It's after Ocilio's ban. Not yet. Not ban, but the ban list is announced. Because I'm going to take out the Amulet of Echoes once that happens, and then I'm going to add in what Tufts of Prism is still around. And depending on Ziggy, depending on how much Ziggy likes to send Phantasm attacks. But if Ziggy is just... Mario might not survive Ziggy. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like Slippy will do a better job. Oh, son of a gun. Can I turn it around? Nope. They did not want to play me. Why not? They saw who I was playing when they joined. I'm not doing like a hidden... I don't get that. Oh, is it because I won the die roll? Do people do that? They leave when they lose the die roll because they want to win, practice it? Like... Or... Okay, so here we go. It depends. If they leave again... We'll see. Okay, against you... We will... Oh yeah, I already have the deck perfect against you. I don't add any Schism for this matchup. Last thing I want is to give them a reaction. Same with Assassins, you know? It's a feels bad moment. How you doing, Kai? Fast asleep. Hold on. Let me see if I can get a Kai cam on. Doggy! Doggy, doggy, doggy. Okay. You can even see he's like, what are you doing, Dad? So here we do, depending, I think we'll just try to full block out. This is not a bad Arsenal target in this matchup, unless they decide to just like over pump. Which, if that's the case, that would be terrifying. And it's got Dominate! That sucks. You get the one where it gets +2 and draw a card on hit? Oh, I think I kind of have to use Frailty Trap now. I'm going to block with Whispers, let them decide if they have a reaction. If they have a go again reaction, let them present it. Because this at least prevents the on-hit trigger. Or, the reprise trigger. Okay, so we're coming in for go again. Then we are going to give it -1. And now, even if this connects, let's say they do it, the next attack is an easy block. Okay, so now you're able to swing with it a second time. Now I have to think about this. I can only block with one card, which means I'd have to give up Spinneret. I could take 3 go no, because I actually don't know what the next card I'm going to draw is. If I knew it was a blue, I'd probably have taken 3 there. But I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad I did that way then. So here we can do up sticks and run, dagger. Okay. Let's present 5. Because at least the Mark the Black Widow will force them to block a little bit. Also, the Balance of Justice, I don't know about that in this matchup. It's a 2 block, but honestly, the new Kabuto is so much better. There's just a lot of stuff that I would rather be running than the Balance of Justice. So instead, I'm just gonna...
Then I'ma stab it! Ha-ha!
Alright, here we go. 6. They are blocking, it looks like, with the Balanced Justice. And it is for that reason I will say no to the flick. Let them have a reaction. Yup, because then they could have eaten up the flick. Now we present the flick. You've got 2 shelters on you? You do not. Okay. Now, the only thing is, if this hits, it does get go again, which allows me to inertia. It also removes a card from the hand, so I'll be removing 2 cards on hit of the Mark the Black Widow. So it's worth it regardless. It takes away my opponent's next turn. However, I think this is the easiest take Grains and Brave Forge and block. It is not. It is take Refraction and Singing and block. Okay, so we get you down to that. We arsenal that, and we don't need to become Orb Weaver. Let's go. Okay, okay. You love not having to become something you don't want to be. Okay, and then this is a... This could just be a take 3. Play around the idea that they have the blue prize draw a card. Take 3. If it's not, they get go again. They swing it a second time for 3. I block 3. If they swing it for 4, I block 4. Okay, so Refraction Bolter's time is also another option. It is not a Refraction Bolters. It is a Refraction Bolters. Okay, so here they come with a second swing for 4. And it is for that reason I will then decide to block. Yeah. Like I said, it's coming in for 4. I can go 4 here. Keep that to go into... Play this, give it go again. Codex of Inertia off the top. Do I want to remain red back then? And if I am remaining red back, sorry, let me apologize to my opponent. Is that the right block? The answer is probably, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's the right block here. So we are going to just choose red back, remain at red back. It's a weird decision point. Perfect. And we full block the second hit. You get your arsenal. I will go ahead and say Orb Weaver Spinneret, giving Mark of the Black Widow +3. So Mark of the Black Widow is coming in for 6. Now it is coming in for 9. Go again. Codex of Inertia a second time. Nope, still the first time. Never mind. So I'm hoping you parked a D-Reactor to the arsenal. That is what I want you to have done. Because then it frees up the arsenal and the Codex will remove a second card from your hand. Let's see what they got. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and activate that to push it up to 9. Go again. And this fulfills the Calycera in my offhand. Currently, I am lower on life, but I am shredding their armor apart. So... Okay. So what card are you banishing? Now, the only issue with the Codex of Inertia is because I don't have any pit floating. Is it worth it here? Gives them an Inertia, which makes them play their whole hand regardless. Okay, so they're removing one of their reprise cards. Let's go ahead and play it out on the off chance I do get something good. Worst case scenario, I get an Inertia token. They get an Inertia token. This would be really good if my Calicero was able to swing, if my Tunic was up. Which does happen. What is the turn here? Dagger you for 1. Up sticks and run. Dagger you for 2, 6, 10. Into Meat Madness. Okay, so Steel Blade Supremacy. That sucks. Because that means block. So this is 5. Currently no go again, but on hit draw a card. So if we look, they discarded a reprise, which either means they had a second one in their hand. So this was in the arsenal. I would have loved to see Leave No Witnesses off the top of the deck. Oh my god. So we're looking at possibly 8. Do I block 8? And then let them have it if they have it? Try and make their Steel Blade turn useless? Possibly? Cool. And then I think we just Hunter's Clave them for 1. Threaten a mark token on hit. Watch them have the Shelter from the Storm, and so they discard the Shelter from the Storm. If they do that, I would just to the point here. To assure the mark, it loses 1 point of value, but it gains 1 point of value off of the mark hit. Oh, look, actually, there gets me 3 points of value plus the 1 point of value from the mark hit. And we got a Shelter. I'm okay with that. That takes -1 counter, so now they've only got 2 armor block. And I can still swing the Calicera for a free 1 damage. We love to see it. And my next hit is... Mark you. Send that for 2. So declare no blocks because you haven't pumped it and there's no threatening on hits at the moment. And it doesn't have go again. Force you to use whatever you were hoping to get used to give it go again. Which I'm hoping is the blue reprise. Like, that's just what I've been playing around. Why don't I not know the name? Glent the Quicksilver. That's the name. Jagged Edge, which gives it 6, which is a big number. But it also means that not much else is going to happen that turn. So, what I will do is I will take a look at your hand. What have we got here? Oh, God. Huh. What is that hand? Oh, buddy. Screw it. If you block... Alright. Present the Bluntons. It doesn't matter. I'm losing both of them, buddy. That's... You love to see it when your opponent has it. Alright, coming in for 1. Mark on hit. Transform when marked. The double Blunton is hilarious. It would have been hilarious if they didn't have any reactions in their hand. It was just like 2 D-reacts, 2 Bluntons. Ugh, that could have been a 15 damage dagger? 6 plus 6, 12, 12. Wow. I'm bad at math. Okay, they're declaring no blocks. Get marked, kid. Pass to them. Yes, we will choose. I know I've seen it. That's sad, so we'll just take the inertia. Okay, this hand is not bad. Let's see what they got. We know they had a lead with speed, so they're going to get +3. What's the other card they had in their hand? It was a reaction, I know that. But I don't think it had go again. So we go no blocks initially. Oh, they pitched it. It was a blade flurry. Then we do inertia trap and hope that that's not a reaction. Also, no reprise trigger because it's not from hand. Fantastic. We'll take the 3. You'll lose your arsenal. We will begin our turn by removing the tunic counter. Because I'm going to need it, because I'm going to redback Shroud in the future. My opponent is trying to decide what instant they want to activate, which means that they have Shelter from the Storm, which is one of the downsides of playing on this application, is if you know your opponent's deck and your opponent takes too long to... Nope, I just lost internet. It seems Talishar does not like me right now. Okay, we are back. We are back and ready to stab.
Then I'ma stab it! Ha ha!
Come on. Unless they're also having technical difficulties, which is totally possible. I know. Baby, come back. Oh, wait. I've got the perfect... Hold on. I've got the perfect music for this. I have the perfect music for this. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so they're fine. So we are now going to come in with a kiss of death. Okay, they're back. They are back. This is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with the flick. Perfect. We are looking pretty. I think, yeah, they're going to give me at least one card, so we're just going to pile on some effects here. And then make them have the Shelter that I'm like 90% sure is in. Nope. Okay. Shelter, if you're saving it for the flick, I don't think that's the right plan, but there's also a chance they just don't have the Shelter. And they have something like... Okay, we now have a sizable life lead. They do have an agility token, which sucks. So... But I have a way to mark them. Do I wish that that was in the graveyard and I had gotten the under the trapdoor to prevent reprise effects? Of course, but who doesn't? Reactions. Let's go ahead and block that for 3. Make them have... Yuck! Okay. So now we're looking at 5. Are they low enough that I feel comfortable letting them have 1 counter. Oh, it was a take it on the chin. Okay. My next turn is not good because they would not have arsenal, which I would need for my next turn to be good. So it is for that reason I give them 5 block, prevent the counter. Because then I can just do 2 into 1, 2 into 1, which walking down is still always an option when they have almost no armor. And they will be taking 3 damage this turn, unless they decide to block with a card from hand. So we will start trying to chain them down. Here we go. Coming in for 2. And they can't use armor to block the Clave because the Clave has piercing unless they use both armor, which is makes me a very happy camper. So if I need to, I can just keep 1 blue block. I honestly probably mostly 6 damage every turn. On average, it will be closer to 8. Provoke gets the block. I'm okay with that. Yeah. Oh god. Do they play attack action cards? They don't. So we're just gonna say no blocks on here. How are you giving it go again? Blade Flurry. Still no go again. Wait for the go again. Then we can do... Now we can do a Shelter from the Storm as a defense reaction. And now, thinking about an instant discard preventing 1 stubbing the turn. But I can take 1 instead. I mean, either way, I'm giving up this as it is. So it doesn't matter because it's going away either way. One way is just being silly. Now I am going to have to decide what I want to pick, and I think the answer is going to surprise me because they do have no attack actions in the graveyard, and because of that, we are setting a Mark of the Black Widow for 6. I can push it up to 7, and it will make them banish a card from their hand. We'll go down to just the Chelicera. I know for a fact... Where is my sideboard? I didn't bring in the pick up the points. But I've seen 1 of 6 and run. 32 cards left in deck, so 2 divided by 32 is a 1 in 15, essentially. It's really 1 in 15.5, but, which isn't good odds. But we're going to do it anyway, because it's funny. This will push this up to 7. This will also... 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it solidifies the mark at least, and gets 2 cards out of their hand, which was the inevitability of this turn. And then pick up the point drawn. Ow. Ow. It's fine. It's fine. This hand is good. Who are we kidding? This hand is good. This hand is really good, y'all. This hand scares me how good it is. I don't like that. Well, you do have to pitch. So, and it doesn't have 2 times its base, so I'm okay with just taking 5 here. Because if it did, it would have to, because of the frailty trap, which, let's go. Okay, we got there. Show me your hand. That's a hand. That is a big hand. That is a scary hand. Oh no, what are you talking about? Dagger for 15? I would never. It's a dagger for 14. Okay, technically, if he has D-React, which he doesn't because we just looked at his hand, it's a dagger for 17. Finally, I got my revenge against Dorinthia.
I'ma stab it! Ha ha!
Dagger stab. That was fun. Okay. What is our current record looking at? 3 wins, 2 losses. Hey, Durkin. Yeah. Oh no, I'm not going to Pro Tour. I'm not going. This is before the stream of the Pro Tour. I should have probably. You know what? That's on me for the way that I wrote this. I was just saying what I meant by. Should have probably prefaced the stream with this. I'm not at the Pro Tour. I'm just saying, come enjoy some games while we wait for the Pro Tour. I wish I was playing at the Pro Tour, but unfortunately, Yokohama is expensive to get to and expensive to stay at. And I would love to. So we have 20 minutes until Pro Tour starts. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and grab a Volda list, which is just the straight copy of the Sunday Showdown that won. It's nothing amazing. Is this even the deck I want to be playing? No. I want to be playing this one. No, this is the deck I want to be playing. Alright. Wait a minute. I want to play CC with a Silver Age deck. Used to be legal. I remember way back when in Monarch, after Prism had LL, there was a Battle Hardened, I think, where someone took a young hero Prism as their hero. Chaos, the best advice I can give you, man, is find one deck, one hero even, one class that you really enjoy, and just practice with that specifically. Don't try... Obviously, when you're starting out, try every single deck you can get your hands on, but find a hero and a class identity that really resonates with you. For me, I was very much... When I started playing the game, and until Dynasty, which was almost a whole year, there was no real class that really connected with me. I thought Wizard was going to connect with me, but because in Magic, I played a lot of aggro burn. But, sorry, not aggro burn, but burn in general. And red deck wins. So I tried Wizard, but Wizard was more Storm than Burn, and so I felt burnt out on Wizard because I'm not that smart for that deck. Especially when you're starting out. That was an awful deck to try and learn the game. But, where was I going? It did take a while, and then when they finally announced Assassin, and specifically Huntsman, Arachne as a whole, they're my favorite hero lore-wise and favorite hero game-wise as well, even if Huntsman sucked until recently. I think the best thing you can do is just get on Talishar, try out every hero at least once, or every class, and you don't have to try out every hero. If you go to your local armies, you see how the heroes play by observing your friends, good enough. For me, it's just Mario came out. I was always a huge Arachne fan. And then the second that... do I need AB into this matchup? I do not know. I don't think so. And so I will take out these, and you will send attacks, but you won't send call attacks, so we'll take out those as well. All right. But that's the best advice I can give you, is just try it out. I love the game. I think the heroes in this game are phenomenal. We do draw a crowd into whatever I get, into disable, which sucks. We could do hammer by pitching like this. Draw a crowd into hammer. If I draw a blue, I'm happy. If I don't draw a blue, I'm sad. Yes. But that's fine. We can now just come in for Earth Lord Bounty. Yeah, Dromai was so cool. The first time you ever have a hero you love LL hurts. But the good news is, allegedly, there will be a new Dromai coming out, and she might be on the throne, which would be amazing. We still don't know who's on the throne. I do hope it's Dromai. But it's definitely going to be some leader of the Azu faction. Yeah. Okay, what have I got here? This is coming in for 5, so if I can make you draw a card. Currently, this doesn't have go again. No, it does because it has a counter on it. So, do I just say, okay, block like this, take 0, present hella damage. And this is, if you've created a card this turn, which you haven't. That is true. Monarch will be first. I mean, it's not... Well, it is... I want to... Okay, so in the story, and I'm going to go off on a tangent, and I'm so sorry about this. Dromai has a singular line that says that she will never help Solana. Just ever. And it's mostly because that's not what Volcor does. They are not distracted by... What were her exact words? It was the machinations, I believe, of... Okay, so you are going to full block this, but I'm going to kill all of your auras. So I don't think we'll see Dromai show up in Monarch unless something about her attitude changes. I mean, honestly, is it just send 10? I think it's just send 10, bottoming the pummel for later. It could also be... Yeah. Cool. But I do think we'll be going back to Volcor soon. And then after Volcor, we'll probably have to stop by Mysteria once again. I would love a villain set like those, a team up of all the people who aren't technically good guys. Okay, so you are taking not too much. You're just putting out a ward. Okay, you're double transcend. Okay, so you are... Okay, I see what you're doing. Interesting. But Chaos, if you love bling, I would just say buy your Marvel Dragons now. So we could block. Ooh. We'll block with Carapace. Four. 5. 6. Take 1. Yeah, we'll just reveal that. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be using that this turn. Promising terrain. Hold off on the trigger. Rise of Earthlore. Yes. Pitching that. Creating 4. Worst case scenario, I send Debilitate. Best case scenario, I send something like Thunderquake. So we are going to just take a lot of damage until you send a non-go again attack. And then we will send Thunderquake for 3, whatever I draw, at least a bit. Well, the truth is, when I draw, I can draw one of my big boys, which is always fun. Block for the Civic piece. Creates 2 more Seismic Surges, so I could draw one of the old gods, which would be amazing. Okay, so we're gonna let go again. I could have definitely saw that coming. X is 4 if you pitch a blue card this turn. Otherwise, it's 1 and Haze Bending. Okay, so you tried your best to protect. Okay, so here we go. Pitch Slogism into that. Pitch into my gloves. Thunderquake for big number. 19! 19! Okay, I think I'm going to clear up quite a lot of your board this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, so you will be taking a lot. Unmovable for 5, so you are still not blocking the full amount. Wow, blocking the full amount. We will take the 2. Then we are going to blow up your haze bending. We will pitch, pitch, pitch. Move to arsenal. Then we will hope you send something with Phantasm at us. Well, that doesn't have Phantasm. We are probably, honestly, just going to block 6, play this out, block 5, play this out, and then smelt the old gods. Old ones, not the old gods. There's no old gods. Well, there are old gods, but we don't know of any specific old gods. We just know that the Donnie worship gods, and that we know that Soul is not a god. Okay, I am looking at a big block. Oh, God. Yup. Okay, so 5 go again. That's fun. Block 3. Either way, that would be 1 loss value, so I'd rather see if you have another big attack for me. Spectral Shield for 2. Block 1, take 1. Not letting you draw a card. This is obviously the equipment that flips when you have 1 health left. Okay. I think we do... If I block it here, this will allow me to heave this card. So... But then I also lose 1 value on block. Is it... But so, if I block it like this, I can't heave. Because I'll be down 1. We do the imperfect block. That's fine. You play out the second one. That's okay. I'm sending in an attack for 13. That sucks. The arsenal does suck. Okay. Here we go. 13. You are blocking 9. You are only blocking 9. +1 a card if you've pitched, so this is coming in for 3 block. Oh, for each blue card. Oh my gosh. Okay, so currently you're blocking 13 total, blowing those up, cleaning up the rest, getting 2 spectral shields, but they don't have counters. We will go ahead and heave that into Arsenal. This is Phantasm, which makes our blocks incredibly easy. You can have that. And now there is a chance I have turned this around with 3 floating. We can just go Disenchantment of the Old Ones, pitching. Well, is that the right choice? Yeah, of course it is. Just send big number. All right, and I know it's 6 minutes till the event. If you were just here to waste time, thank you very much for showing up. This is going to be the last game. I don't know how long it's going to take. 16 to 19, I imagine at least 10 more minutes. So if y'all happen to jump off before the end of the stream, have a great one. Once again, if you don't mind, leave me a like and like and like and subscribe before you do blast off. I would very much appreciate that. And yeah, please leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time. Not my official sign off. Obviously, I'm waiting until the game ends. Hell yeah. I'm just excited for the pummel to show back up, because I think we're going to see it at this point. Here we go. Big numbers, 10 dominate. Yep, and then blocking 3, activating Enigma, creating a Spectral Shield, going up to 6, 1 block, and we will take that. You are down to 2-card hand. We have an interesting turn. I think it is quite honestly just sending 10. Just keep sending 10, you know? Okay, so you gain a life, you're down to 11 cards. Most you are running a lot of Transcend cards, so I'm aware you've got a lot of null blocks. I'm not sending a blue source, I'm sending a red source. I've got a lot of I've got 1 draw, 1 ruin, 1 promising, so I've still got enough that I could do a setup turn if I need to. But they're also relatively split out throughout the deck, so it looks like you are going to block, take 1. One of your cards is, yep, that. So it looks like I'll be taking 2, and then I can send back. Anything I can really do here? I think we take the 2 here. Honestly, we take the 1 against my better judgment. No, that's also coming in for 2. Shit. That'll put me down to 2. We could do disable for 7, which should be enough to rip some cards out of your hand. I don't want to block with the pummel. That feels bad. If I block here, this becomes 3. Not good. I need to... So you're at 14, I am at 18. I think I'm going to regret this, but I think I'm going to take this. Come in for 7. Currently you have 2 block. I wish I had a second blue. I should have pitch stacked that better, but obviously I'm very bad at pitch stacking. So it looks like you're going to block 3. Oh, you're going to block 2 on 7. Blow up both spectrals. Then you're going to block 5. You're going to full block the amount, which means that now you're going to send 2 spectral shields at me. Both with +1, so that's probably it. I misplayed that. Okay. Oh no, because okay. Let's both draw a card. Give me a Seismic Surge for next turn, not this turn, which still means I can't send that. I would have needed a Seismic Surge this turn. I don't like that in my arsenal at the moment. Do you think it's worth it? No, because that just means you can block more. So we just have to keep sending the numbers we have. Make them block with 2 cards from hand every turn until they get absolutely nothing left. Yeah, so it is beginning. Oh, we're getting 1 damage through. Okay, but they have their, yep. So there we go. So now blocked with the crash and bash. We will go ahead and reveal a buckling blow. Block with a thunderquake and hope that your turn is over. Sweet. 5 cards left in deck. We will send out the boulder drop. Blocking 5. Blocking enough. Jeez. Okay, what have I got this turn? Block with the rights. So you're at 8. At more than 8. Send 4. You will Enigma. I'm assuming that you have 4 out of these cards are Transcend cards. Block 3. Ooh. Okay, so I need to make sure that you die. Which is not going to go very well for me at this moment. Here you will just send 3 attacks, so that means I give up the pummel here. Well, now we know that the bottom 2 cards are null blocks, which means that the top 2 cards are not. So I think I get this game. Because now I can just send hammer, and unless you have the nuts, I'm just gonna be wiping out your Spectra shields. Oh, she has the nuts. She kept it just for that, and now that's 4 Spectra shields, which is more than I can bear. Because that is 4 cards from my hand every turn. Good game. I thought I had them for a second. Oh, they kept that just for that turn. Oh, that's so beautiful. And now it's 5, so my only recourse is that they can't send them all. They can send 3 more, which is more than I have in block. Oh, gosh. And it was so close. Ah, well, that was rough. That's always rough. I almost had them too. And there goes my pathetic final block. And now I die. And the last 3 cards. Yep. 7 Spectral Shields. Oh my gosh. I thought they were about to be at me. I thought they were about to, like, just pass. Okay, there we go. We are playing it out till the final card, damn it. I'm sure this person is watching the event right now, so... And we're just going to make you have it. If nothing else, I fought this to the final straw. I thought they were out of non-transcend cards, and dang was I wrong. 6 transcend cards. They had this hay shelter at perfect timing. Alright, everyone. That was it for me. Thank you all very much. Go enjoy the main show over at the Pro Tour, and I'll talk to you all soon. I will be streaming tomorrow, probably doing the same thing where I try and stream before the Pro Tour. I think everyone's already essentially left. So take care. Talk to you soon. Have a great evening.